Are you ready? It's that show. It's that show you've heard about. It's that show you tell your friends about. It's that show you don't
Get us
want
a
to
good
miss.
one. Put us to the test. We ready. Everybody got a fresh drink.
Okay. What's a form of leadership from a man that feels protective instead of control?
That feels protective versus what?
Controlling
Oh, okay.
A form of leadership that feels protective
versus controlling.
versus controlling. Okay. A form
What's
of
the
leadership.
Form of leadership. Hold on. Let me read it
That
again.
feels
that feels protective instead of controlling.
Is that from a perspective of a man or a woman?
It's got to be from the woman.
How be a woman?
What leadership feels protective versus controlling? Who want to take that first?
Ooh, that was a good one.
Okay, here we go.
I have.
I thought X was gonna pick one of ours.
I like for my significant other to like hold my hand when we're going places. That feels protective to me, rather than like
That's
controlling.
easy.
Like, cause some people be like, "Oh, I'm holding you down because I don't want nobody else to, you know."
Okay.
I'm holding you down, so no, everybody know you mine, and you know.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
You can't go over there. You come walk with me. But I feel it's protective. Like, we together. I know where I'm going. You coming with me. So let's go.
I feel like when something is agreed upon, it's not forced, or maybe if a man is creating a solution to a problem that was talked about, then you took the lead, and I would be able to follow because that was something of a problem that I spoke to you about, and you took it upon yourself to take advantage of the whole situation and say, okay, this is how we're going to get out of this situation, or this is how we're going to move according to staying in the plan of how you want to move, because the ultimate goal is how you want to move. So now if we're leading is also something that's on both ends, because if the person that's following you isn't on your accord, then now you're dragging. So if you're leading, 9 times out of 10 is something that you're creating a solution to a problem that I already created, and now I'm on the same page as you, or vice versa. You see that there's a problem in a certain way that we could move in a way where the solution would be better if we both get on the same path and we both work the same way to get to the solution that I'm okay with, if you're okay with being in, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense. Communication is big. Communication is key. I think that go hand in hand with leadership, because again, if you don't, the person does not communicate, if the person's not on the same page that you are on, now it's dragging. Now I'm forcing you, or it's an ultimatum.
Okay.
I
Co-host.
Like she over here making me thinking below the level. Like, I'm all surface level here. Like,
pimping
take
you
my
right
hand,
now.
baby. She like, baby, we making
that-
these lifelong decisions.
Don't let her pimp you.
Because it's always about principalities for me. It's not about what you're trying to say, what you mean to do, and what the things that you do on an everyday basis. It's about the things that you are trying to do to get to the goal that we are trying to be. It's about the principalities. I may not have meant what I said, but I'm trying to get you to understand this. I may not have meant what I did, but I'm trying to do this to get us here. It's about the principalities of life. It's not about everything that you do surfacely for me. Sometimes it's about what you're trying to do, because some things are easily mistaken than doing the right thing, if that makes sense.
Co-host Paige, let's.
So for me, it can't be the total highway. It can't be the total my way or the highway. I can lead. I can follow, right? Especially if I believe in the vision or I believe in where you're taking us. But if I don't get to have a say so, or I don't even get to talk about it, because for me, I'm not really a child. And so you're not just going to lead me and I just follow you off the bridge. You know, it has to be a discussion. And if you tell me it's going to be this way and nothing else, I'm going to have to rethink who we are together. I really am, because I'm pretty even keel for the most part until I feel I'm not heard. And if I feel I'm not heard, then that becomes a problem for both of us. Because I can, you know, I'm going to listen to you, especially if I think you know in areas where I don't know. Oh, I'm going to call you first. Hey, what do you think? Because, you know, I already know if it's something with the car, I'm going to call somebody I have mad respect for, my guy, or somebody who I don't know. Listen, this is what it's doing. What do you think I should do? You tell me. I'm going to.
You could ask ChatGPT now, though.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask my man.
You
But
can.
anyway,
I'm saying.
So I'm going to ask him first. I'm going to ask him first. And I'm going to ask him first what he
He
thinks.
told me I needed transmission fluid, right?
He deals with cars, so I'm going to ask him first. And that's that. So, but again, I may say, well, babe, it's doing this, that, and other things. And I did look it up, and he hates when I do YouTube, because he's like, YouTube don't know every motherfucking thing. But anyway, so I'd be like, well, on YouTube, it said, you know, he'd be like,
That's me and ChatGPT.
You want to do YouTube or you want to listen? And I want to listen, right? Because I really, even though I may still think YouTube know a little bit more, I'm not going to tell. I'm going to be like, okay, babe, what should we do, right? What should we do? And then when I'm right, I will rub it in. But no. I'm just kidding. Look, when I'm wrong, I be like, ooh, I was wrong on that one, right? Like I will own my shit. I will own my stuff, you know, for the most part, because he the type he gonna let you know you was remember when you said so I might as well say it before he get a chance to say it. But yeah, so those are things for me. It's at least I have a voice, right? Like, don't just bark stuff to me like I'm your customer, your client, you know, this, like I don't have anything to say. I'm gonna listen, right? But I also probably gonna have something to say too. You know, me and Ruben, we go back and forth all the time.
Girl, we all go back and forth.
I'm normally right, but he be trying to act like I'm not right.
I like what you're saying. Like you're saying, they are taking the time to explain and help you understand the decisions as to why we're moving this way. Instead of, that's the leadership. And the controlling would be like, oh, we just doing it because I said so. Because I said so. Without any trying to get you to understand.
I said so, and it may not make any sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to struggle. Right. I'm a really struggle.
I need to understand. I need to feel secure in this decision if I'm going to follow you.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that leadership and being controlling are actually two different things.
They're totally different.
Someone who is controlling, you know, they got this whole power thing. They on a power trip. They want to tell you what to do, you know, and I'm a Leo, so that just is never going to work. So control is one thing, but leadership, and I usually just revert to, because I was a housewife when I was married. And so, you know, we had a conversation, and, you know, we had our daughter at that point, and that was back. Okay, y'all know I'm older, right? So those cameras that you can put inside the house and see what's going on, those that kind of just came out, right? I'm that old. And so they were starting to catch a lot of these daycare people abusing kids. So neither one of us wanted our kids in daycare. And so he said, okay, I want you to stay home. You stay home until... Our daughter's name, we call her Shay. You stay home until Shay gets in school full time, and then we'll take care of whatever you want to do. So I always love real estate. He said, you know, you go to real estate, you go whatever you want to do. You know, we lived in New York at the time. He worked for his dad. They was in construction and stuff. So we were good. So whatever I wanted to do once the kid got, but that was his decision that I do that. That was leadership that felt protective. It did not feel controlling.
influence for your own good.
Right. And then as I was living this housewife life, which a real housewife is extremely busy, that is not a cushy job, just so that y'all know. I got up first and went to bed last. I took care of everybody in the house. Okay. So that's how that really goes. It's not like you sitting around watching soap operas eating bonbons or whatever the hell those even are. I don't even know what they are. But that's what they say you're supposed to be eating, right? But when I would go shopping for me, you know, I used to always say, okay, well, I'm going to spend this much money because you said we was going to do this and I need to get this outfit or whatever. And he used to say, you ain't got to tell me every time you're going to spend some money. Just go get what you need. You know, because he was the only one making money. So I felt, because I had been, you know how we are, we independent, right? We made, when I met him, I was making my own money, right? I had my own stuff, all my own stuff, my own place, my own car, I had all my own stuff. So now I'm not working. You the only one working. So I feel like whenever I spend money, I should let you know first.
Right.
But he wasn't looking at it like that. Because we was a team. We was on this journey together. He said, if you need something, go get what you need. Now, I didn't say nothing when I had to go get grocery and all that other kind of stuff or pay for field trips and all that kind of stuff, you know, because that was family stuff. But I felt like when I needed to get something for me, I needed to tell him. And he was like, you ain't got to tell me that because, you know, I'm his family. I'm his wife. We are in this together. That was leadership that felt protective and not controlling. In the last relationship I was in, I just mentioned the whole tire thing. You know, I'm like, okay, I need this done to my tire, you know. So he tells me where to go. We went together to go do the tire. And then when it came time to pay for the tire, you know, he's like, I got that. You know, that's, to me, that is the leadership that feels protective. You ain't telling me what to do, but you guiding us through this thing. You know, you guiding us through this thing, but you ain't telling me what to do. Matter of fact, you giving me the freedom to move the way I want to move within this. You know, so you are protecting me. You are creating a space for me to live a life that might be a little more comfortable than the life that I could live by myself. You know, because two is always better than one. Well, wait. No, that ain't always the truth. Because shit. If that was the truth, we'd probably all be in relationships, right? But yeah, two ain't always better than one. But you know, when you get the right one, that's what I was just talking about. You know, I wasn't looking for him. I didn't even want to get married. That was his whole idea, right? And my mama was talking about, you 25, you ain't getting no old. It's time for you to settle down. Because, you know, back in her day, 25 and you ain't married, you was like an old maid.
Getting married at 15.
I'm like living in Atlanta with a good job and a car and a nice place, living my whole best life, and here this woman come talking about I need to settle down. I'm like, what for what? She jinxed me because about 7 months later I met my husband. But so that to me, leadership and control is totally two different things. Ain't nobody telling you what to do. Y'all are going through this thing together, but they leading the way. You have a vision, and the vision y'all have agreed on, you know. Might have been his idea, but he presented it and sold it to you. You agreed to it, and he makes it a good thing. You know, he make it a good thing. When he come home, because he was so cute. When he come home, as soon as he get to the door, you know, I used to have his drink in the freezer. Dinner would be ready. He get in the shower. He get out, you know, all that good stuff. The kids would be quiet. They need to be quiet. And, you know, then he played with them after dinner, all that kind of good stuff. But, yeah, when you have a real leader in the house, it puts you in that, what they call it now, your feminine energy, your soft girl era. It puts you in that because then it's like, you know, you almost admire him, right? It's like, wow, you doing all of this for us? Oh, my goodness, I didn't even know that you can really do all of this. This is just the coolest, right? So, yeah. I think control and leadership, they're not even the same. Somebody who's controlling, to me, that's a form of abuse. You're going to tell me what to do, and then it's going to be consequences if I don't do it.
Definitely a form of abuse.
That's a form of abuse. Why are they laughing?
Women really do.
Control. I mean, control, that's not just.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different. I do think it's a form of abuse, especially if there's consequences if you don't do it. I've had girlfriends who are domestic violence survivors and all that other kind of stuff, and they had to toe the line. Otherwise, there was repercussions for that. That can be dangerous. That can be deadly. There are, and y'all know, it's been on the TV and on social media and on the radio. There are women who lose their lives, what is it, every 12 seconds or something like that from domestic violence. That's control when you need to know. That's why I said the last question that you asked, and you were talking about insecurity, because those men are very insecure. They real insecure. They gotta, whenever a man need to know, where you going, who you with, who talked to you, who bought you a drink, what time that, why you didn't get home by this amount of time. I had stalkers. They were like that. That shit was scary.
Yeah, women do that too.
We
got stalkers as well.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you the difference between a female stalker and a male stalker. Because no, it's not. I like bigger guys, right? So my first stalker was 6'5". He was a professional football player. So I couldn't fight him or outrun him.
You see how little I am. I can't. Some of my stalkers, I can't fight you.
So you dating the big women?
You like them big.
I like.
All right, okay.
But I got some stalkers too. I got some women. They'll double text me. I don't text back. And all of a sudden, I look up. I'm at work. I'm bartending. I'm just having a good time. I look up. Here they go.
Yeah.
I didn't respond. I ain't did nothing. That made me feel real out of place for some time. Like I don't even like you, and you still coming up to my job.
Yes, so a woman, and we are, so if you had to fight her, you could probably gut punch. I mean, you could probably get some good ones in.
Yeah, with ease. But I might be scared.
I'm just saying, as women, we are the weaker of the two. I mean, unless I got my gun with me. But, right, unless I got a gun with me, and then, you got it. Because a lot of women who kill their abusers wind up in jail.
True.
Which I don't know how the heck that happens.
Oh my God.
You said what?
I got crazy.
Damn about jail.
You don't care about jail? Oh yeah, see, I that loss of control for me, I just know.
You gonna let a person question your life every day you breathing versus living free in your head that they would never leave breath in their mind thinking that they would ever have the power to think that they can control you. That would even let me sleep better in jail.
So
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I do feel you on that.
I would nestle in bed at night every day at bed count at 5 o'clock. Knowing that a motherfucker thinking that they thought they could play with me couldn't.
I feel you on that, but I just am not gonna sacrifice my whole life for that.
That would be the ultimate goal for me. I would elate erection.
Like, yeah, I'm just not going to jail. So that's not an option. I filed my little restraining order. He didn't give a shit about that though. But what happened was he got hurt in one of the games. He got hurt at one of the football games and had to go back home, which was in a whole different state. So I appreciate the universe aligning that for me. You said what?
Carried by 6.
Well, I don't want to be carried by 6 or judged by 12, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the balance right there. I don't know. So far, I've been doing good. I survived all 3 of those crazy people, but yeah. So that's the difference between control and leadership for me. Did we answer your question? Now, you know what? So, while we talked about leadership and control, when you first started off with, if you got a wife and your son can't call your wife mom if he feels that connection to her, I, as your wife, would be so fucking offended. That would feel like control.
No, if you my wife, that's different. Like I said,
That's not what you said. So now you backing down.
That's not what you said.
He backing down.
It gotta be over time. It gotta be over time. It can't just be right away.
Nobody ever said it was right away.
But that's why I felt like, how some kids, they get attached quick, fast. Married or not, you're not going to be calling nobody else mama or daddy. I'm saying the same thing.
He backpedaling because he need to backpedal.
No, I'm saying the same thing. I mean what I say.
He backpedaling
But
because
if
he
we
need to
married, if we've
backpedal.
been married and we got that connection, that's different. Like if it's natural.
So he don't have to call her Miss somebody.
But if I'm just with her, no.
Nobody ever said if you were just with her. It was like,
It's not
what
a
if you're
girlfriend
married and you were
But
like,
see, no. If
it's
it's
not-
married, that's
you're
different.
like,
But
you're
I
all
know
in the
if I'm
same
marrying
house.
somebody, that I'm gonna be with that person. I ain't gonna just.
But you know that's not what you said in the beginning.
No, we was talking about being together. That's what
I'm
I thought you
saying you were clear.
But no, that's
We
what
we even said your wife,
We
and
said
she
your
started
wife.
talking about. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. You heard it.
We even said your wife.
The women win again on Girl Talk Plus One.
Miss whatever. Miss whatever.
Yeah.
Right, Miss whatever.
Miss
Or
whatever.
you better call her stepmom. Stepmom. Hey, stepmom.
Or
Ain't nobody
just
do
tap her on her shoulder.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But if we married,
Excuse me.
if we married, no, I get that. Like we married, we got that connection. I ain't gonna take that away from my son.
Cause see, that would be controlling.
But no, if we
That
together,
would be controlling.
I don't. If we together, I don't know we gonna be married. He ain't call nobody else mama or daddy. But if
we
we
understand
married,
that, and not only that, he's 3.
then that
Just in general,
That's not-
you don't bring everybody to meet
Yeah,
your
no,
child
yeah,
no
that's-
matter
yeah, you
what.
can't do that.
So
Yeah, yeah,
if we're
you
not
can't do
together
that.
for quite a while, you're not meeting my kids. Even when my
Yeah.
kids were older, I wasn't bringing you to meet my kids.
you know what's crazy? I don't even know if my mom ever had a boyfriend. To be honest, she ain't never brought me around nobody ever. I'm sure she probably did, but she ain't never brought me around nobody.
So let me ask you this, because on the last show, our last plus one brought up the topic of submission. And then when we asked him what does submission actually look like, he actually admitted that he really didn't know what submission. So what does submission really look like?
To me.
And does that go hand in hand with leadership?
Yes, because I feel like a woman gonna submit to you if you actually lead. Not nobody that's just doing the most or can't do half.
And so
of
what
they
does the
want.
leadership look like, and
I
what
feel
does
like
submission look
leadership,
like?
It depends on who you're dealing with too. You gotta know who you're dealing with. You can't just think a person gonna follow you if you know that person not even really for you.
Would
'Cause
you-
can't. I can't control. I mean, I can't control. So y'all got me saying control. I can't lead you if I know you not even. We not even connected like that.
But what does leadership look like? Don't
would
tell
you
us about
allow-
us. Tell
would
us
you
about
allow
leadership.
women to lead?
Besides leadership, what does submissiveness look like for you and your
my
relationship?
woman,
Yeah, like your reflection of what
The
is
same as what
submissiveness.
she was kind of explaining, like how with your what's your name, Dad? Shay, Dad. I feel like if I'm doing,
Oh, that's right, you know Shay.
If I'm doing what I'm doing for the house, you good. I'm letting you know you good, and you doing what you can for me. We coming half and half, 50-50. That's submissive.
Half and half, 50-50. What does that mean?
Not no
what is
financial stuff.
submissive?
I'm talking about just what if you know I'm coming to the table. I'm bringing everything to the table financially, and you at home doing what you want to do or have to do, or what we agreed on what you want to do. Then that's being submissive.
That's
What
being
is
submissive.
What is submissiveness to you, as if you're a wife? What is submissive? So if you're leading and your goals,
You just want me to go in detail.
yeah, because we talking about you, right?
You gotta cook. You gotta clean.
Okay.
You have to be there for my child. If if I'm providing financially, and not trying to sound like.
No,
that
this
dude,
is
you know
what
I'm
this
saying?
is what you
But
want.
I
This
want,
is your
but that's
life,
what I
so
want.
it's not sounding like
And
anything.
if,
This is what you.
and if we got that agreement. No, it's not.
Oh, it is a job. A housewife
But
is
it's
a
house-
job.
yeah, But I don't want
That is a whole
It
job.
sound like it's a job.
It's full time and overtime
'Cause if
every
you can't
day.
get- Because if you can't get with it, if you can't get with it, you
This
get lost.
is life. This
I'm
is
sorry.
life.
If you can't get with it, you can get lost.
I have a
Somebody else
question.
will do it.
Would you, is there instances where you would allow your woman to lead?
No. But
In no area.
I'm being honest. No, but
In no area?
No, but I'm
Not
gonna say
one
this,
instance?
like how
Like
she
females
explained.
have
Like
no
I'm gonna hear
value?
I'm gonna hear my woman. Like,
No,
I'm not gonna
no.
disrespect my woman.
There's a difference in hearing the person out and letting the individual take leads in a certain topic or aspect of a certain area. So the question is, will you ever let your woman take lead in any situation or aspect? And you said no. So you
No. You gotta literally show me. You gotta literally show me that you actually. You gotta be.
that's a form of control.
No, it's not.
That's
Okay,
a
let's
form of
let's
control.
let's let our audience.
Point is a form of
Let's get
control.
our audience
Because
participation
I'm
real
not gonna
quick.
be like no. No,
Let's
That's
let.
a form of
I'm
control.
gonna listen to you, but I'm gonna still.
Excuse me.
Control.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's let the audience member participate for a moment.
First of all, you can't.
Speak in the mic, though.
I'm sorry. First of all, you can't talk about submission unless you put God first. The man submits to God, and as you be led by God, the woman will submit to you.
Okay.
That's submission. Because as long as you're doing what God say you're supposed to do, then she can submit to you because you have submitted to God.
So let me ask you a question. So, there are people that are not religious. There's, you got Buddhism, Muslim, Jehovah Witness. You got a whole lot of other stuff. So is there only one way? Is there only the Christian God submission, or what does submission look like outside of the whole religious era?
Submit to your spiritual guidance. Your woman will submit to you because you're not going to do anything that is going to harm her. Therefore, she will submit, period.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
So you're
Gotta
not
put
moving,
God first.
you're not moving selfishly. You're moving.
No, I
With
move toward where God leads me. I'll be led by God. Your woman will let you lead. Because you're not going to do it. If you're not doing anything out of the realm of what you're leading by, she can submit to you because she can feel safe at that point.
Okay.
Wait, the question I have for him, I have for you as well. Is there instances?
He getting on the mic.
Are there instances?
Oh Lord, here we go. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Are you done?
Unless you have a question for me.
No, that's it. Okay.
Instances.
Okay. Come on. Let's go to the next question. Yep. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
How y'all doing?
We good. How you doing? Yep. Speak in the mic.
Hey, King.
How long have you known me?
Long time.
How long have you known me?
How well do I know you?
How well, how long?
Okay. Whatever.
Yes.
What have I ever shown y'all? Leadership. Everything I ever told you, I have done.
That's true.
Everything. Right? So you already know my track record.
That's true.
Let me expound upon this guy. When you talk about submission, okay, first off, let's get in the vehicle. All right? If I know the direction where we're going, I'm the driver. If you know the direction where we're going, I'm the rider. As a leader, I need to know who to put in charge,
When to
and at
put in
what
That's
time.
right.
I like that.
And
That's
I
right.
like that. That's what I asked about women,
I'ma
and then you
always
not
show
letting
my
them
woman
have
that
the authority.
sometimes.
Exactly.
It's not going to be, I'm not going to say she's going to
Here
be
and
wrong or
there.
right.
Exactly.
But what she's going to know about me is I'm going to study something so long
I'm gonna hear her out.
that
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
probably
know
not
I'm
going to be wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I really ever going to be wrong? I'm going to study something for a long time. When I'm talking about a long time, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, consistency, all right? That's leadership, okay? So even when I talked about my dreams to my mother, she couldn't understand that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can't even identify certain people, certain things, all right? That's it for that. As far as submission, when you talk about the word of God, and the Bible talks about wives submitting to your husbands. And then it said husbands submitting to your wives. Even as Christ
Submitted.
did unto the church. You know what I mean? And gave his life up. So it talks about as far as men, we have to be more submissive than that woman. However, when we go to the Bible, we got to go back to the book of Daniel for men. Okay? Samson was a very strong man. Men could not break him down. Right?
But that woman.
They needed Delilah. So as men, we got to be protected. Okay? All right? So I'm going to leave it there.
Wait,
I can
before
go
you
deeper.
leave,
Go
before
ahead.
you leave though, as someone who, if someone who doesn't know you, because I know you reference X page here,
someone who knows you, but someone who doesn't know you, what are the qualifications that you would technically give yourself as a leader if someone was to ask you?
Well, generally, I think it would be my example. You should see it. My walk, my talk, my vision, everything.
Consistency.
You know.
That's some Kenya stuff right there.
I told her my vision in 2001. It's 2025. I'm living in my vision.
Everything.
It never stop. Right? Okay? Ruben, right? Okay? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Always an example to the woman, to the kids, to everybody. You know? That's it.
real.
That's how you gonna know a leader.
All right. Yep. Come on, Rovell.
How's everybody?
We good.
I was gonna say when y'all was talking about leadership and control, I feel like they one of the same. It's almost pretty much the same thing. Like in order to be a great leader, you must take control. Correct?
Define control. Giving control and taking control.
I was like, taking?
Yeah, there's a difference in taking control and giving control. If I give you the ability
You
to
ain't listening.
No, you ain't listening.
No. You
If
ain't
I
saying
give
nothing,
you
first
the
off.
if
You're
I
not
give you
listening.
the ability to
That's not what I said to
lead,
you, sweetie.
you said control and what you call it is the same thing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, right? But that's not true. Because if I don't give you the capability to control whatever the
You're not giving
situation,
me the capability to lead.
exactly, because you don't have the capability to lead.
What?
If you're not given the capability, if you're not given the capability to lead, which means you
Switch
don't
my
have
horse.
qualities to lead. You know.
I'm not following you.
Repeat what you just said.
No, repeat what you said.
You said
If you're not given, if I'm as a person that's trying
How
to
can you
give you,
say that? And I just made a
Make sure you
terrible
speak
mistake.
in the
How can
mic,
you
though.
say that?
okay, say what you just
made
said.
it
Say what you
sound
just said
like we had a
again.
relationship.
No, say what you just said again.
I said
Control and
Leadership
taking
is the
leadership
same.
is the same.
it's
And
pretty
then
much
say,
one and the
proceed
you
same.
what
have to take control to be a leader, but you don't have to take control to be a leader.
you don't, and you
I
have to
shouldn't have to tell you, you
sometimes
should give it.
exactly.
You don't have to take control to be a leader.
If you're not
But you
giving
still-
control,
you can
you're
show
taking
your
it.
leadership
If you're in the
skills
leadership
and then
role, are you in
allow
control
people
or
to be
If you're
to be
in a
led.
leadership role, are you in control or no?
You have to be given.
But who
Yeah,
put you in that
nobody
leadership
else is gonna
role?
take control. You can't
Who
have
put
my
you
leader.
in the
My leader
leadership
gotta
role?
let you
to
be
take
leading.
control.
You
have
didn't
to be-
take it. I gave it to you.
Right.
You
Who
single,
who put you in the leadership role?
Yes,
you're single.
yes.
Okay.
Who put you in the leadership role?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because we have to give you the
have to
leadership
be
role over
given the
us.
leadership role
Now you
over
can be a leader of your life.
In general, first off,
No,
not
we're
married
not.
to you or you.
Well, we asking about your general stuff.
Speak as if we
I'm
are.
speaking in general.
We're gonna speak in general as if we are
In
in a
general, like-
relationship.
Also,
And if you are the man in this relationship, as of how you're speaking, I would never give you control to lead me. I would never give you control to lead me just by the
I never want to do that
conversation.
with you. First off,
Congratulations, because you just avoided a situation that you wouldn't. That would be a great thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, and if we were,
You just avoided the situation,
You know,
Rovell.
you would be gradually.
now I'm avoiding an argument,
No, you would be gradually
and which explains why you don't have.
avoiding responsibility.
Don't let him cook for you though. You might change your mind.
He was gonna give me that.
Just because I'm
Don't let him cook for you, and you might change your mind.
First off, you already got a problem with listening.
Just because I'm not in a relationship does not
First
mean
off,
that
you
I'm
already have a
not
problem with
incapable
listening.
of giving the ability to
Then you
lead.
want to talk over the man, so you want to be the man.
That's a problem.
That's not necessarily.
Yeah, you've already.
You already
Since
told
I've
us
been
when you
here,
got
you've
to the
already
mic that
explained
control and lead is the same position, so you have nothing to say to me as an individual and that topic.
I
So
really was just talking to the panel then you.
I did have something to say, so I'm
She's
waiting
on
on
the
you to
panel.
continue because you
I thought you had
ain't
nothing to
said
say.
nothing
You had
yet
something to say.
since you
You
got
got
on the mic. You ain't said nothing that's worth conversating about, so I'm waiting on you to finish your statement. So the rest of the panel could talk because you see ain't nobody else talk because you ain't had nothing to
Ladies
say.
and gentlemen, this is part of the problem.
You think that lead and control is on the same panel and it's never on the same panel. It's never on the same panel. Control and lead are never on the same panel.
Why? Nobody want no man, don't want no woman talking back.
And that's why you don't have a
That's a
woman
problem
sitting
as
beside
well.
you.
Like literally,
And
women
that's
have
why you
things
don't
to
have a
say
woman
that are
sitting beside
valuable.
you. Exactly.
Talk to me, not talk at me.
But that's what you just got on the mic.
Dang, I wish that you was on the mic when you said all of that, because ain't nobody going to hear you.
Exactly, Xavier.
Okay. All right. So we are definitely over time, right? It just went on. Okay, good. All right. So we right at time. So let's. I would like to go. I'm glad y'all can't be heard on the mic at this point, but let's just go down the line. And so usually I ask you to sum up after each question, but tonight I didn't because I would like for you to sum up. This is our finale show, y'all. So we gonna be on hiatus November, December, and January, but you will still get new shows because I got so many shows. Okay, I got tons of content, so you're still gonna get new shows. So make sure that you check out XavierFox.com so you can watch all the new shows as well as XFox Entertainment on Facebook. But what I want us to do right now, I'm gonna start with you, Amanda. I want you to sum up your thoughts on each of the topics that we addressed today and your experience on the finale show.
Well, I thought it was a very interesting conversation. I'm glad you asked the questions that you did so we can get a better understanding. You think we got a better understanding? A little bit is better than nothing. I'll take it. Okay, so yeah, I thought it was a pretty good conversation. So I'm glad you invited me. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. I
Mhm.
enjoyed. I was very nervous because, like Betty asked, am I in a relationship? Yes, I'm not trying to get in trouble. I understand. We have these conversations like, oh, you're talking too much. Like I'm like, yeah, bro, I have things to say.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah. I didn't want to get in trouble, so I think I did pretty good.
You did
as far
great.
as
You stayed
staying
pretty
PC.
neutral.
Yeah.
I be trying to get in trouble. That's my goal. Every show is to get in trouble. Tatiana, you are the problem. How you feel about all of the
I get that a
stuff?
lot. That's probably why I'm single because I don't tolerate too much shit, and I don't allow that type of behavior, and that's why I don't really have.
But I don't want you to be in jail.
No, that's okay. Like I know
the
how
same
to step
respect
back.
that you're
You know what I
asking
mean? Like at the end of the day, like I am a very hothead. I am a very opinionated, and again, I was also raised by a man. So there's a lot of things that, as a woman, that I'm also with this software era trying to find within myself, just because I've had to raise myself as a woman, and being a man, there's a lot of things that I have, you know what I'm saying, accustomed to. There's a lot of things that my father and my grandfather and my brothers have literally instilled within me that I can't sometimes kind of subtrain, things like that. So I'm still learning and things like that and still growing as well as the type of family that I want to build. I want to appreciate and thank you for having me on this show. I didn't know what questions.
The look, okay?
I didn't know what kind of questions he was going to ask, but at the same time, I didn't know if I was going to be too honest because I'm just blatantly and boldly just who I am. Sometimes my mouth speaks before my brain does, and I'm just who I am.
You know, I understand you though, because one of the things that you said was your dad was a pimp and a player. My dad was a player, and I was a daddy's girl. I had my mom and dad. Me and my mom wasn't really all that close, but my dad, Saturday and Sunday mornings, we had conversations. He would take me he taught me how to shoot pool. On the weekends, we go to his favorite spot, and he would teach me, since I wasn't even as tall as the pool table yet.
That's what I mean.
So it's
Saturdays
different.
and Sundays, I had 365 shooting pool.
Oh no, I had 365, but he worked. So on the weekends when he was off, we spent that time together.
I couldn't leave.
Yep.
I couldn't go to bed without saying,
good night to that man. I couldn't go
Absolutely.
to school without saying good night.
Absolutely.
Affection also plays a role in who
Absolutely.
he was as a
He
woman.
was there at 365
And
as well.
that's why I get a great
And so
concept
the
of who
thing
a
that
leader
we
really
have is our emotions. We suppress our emotions a lot.
Very
And
much
I found that, especially when I was a younger woman, a lot of my relationships, they might call you calculated more so. You
They
know,
think they know.
because you
That's what-
you
that's what
think
I meant when
about
I went
stuff
saying
more than
about-
you feel about stuff.
Right.
Right. So it's a little bit different. So I understand where you coming from as the older version, you know. And honestly, once I got back in touch with my emotions, I ain't like it. I like the other way better because, you know, I had my first heartbreak in my 40s. Where everybody else then had a ton of heartbreaks in their 20s, but that wasn't what I was doing because I wasn't emotionally invested in a lot. And I don't feel that I missed out on anything except the heartbreaks, because a lot of women that I talk to, it's not pretty.
It changes you.
But
It changes
growing
you
up
in
with
so
a
many
man,
ways.
especially a man with that type of background,
Dignity and pride.
you learn to identify a lot of the bullshit before it happens to you.
That's
Then
why that what goes back to me playing dumb, because I know the
Yeah.
signs already, because my father has taught
Yeah.
me so much, and I like to think that someone, man or woman, think that they have an upper hand on me.
Yeah.
And I don't mind you thinking that you have that.
Absolutely.
But I know
that
fact
gives you the upper
yeah,
hand.
that's what
It gives you
that's
the
what
upper
gives you
hand.
the fact
Yep.
that you- so I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, fine
I
with
do
that.
know
Like,
what you mean. I do know what you
and
mean.
I'm gonna
It's
play into that as well as you want to play into that until my fantasy is over.
it's been good listening to your story. All right.
Are you ready? It's that show. It's that